Well, guys, it's the virtual guided session. Shannon Heaton here.
Matt Heaton.
And we see a few friends in the house already. Welcome, welcome. Happy middle of summer. We were going to be preparing for this. We were going to be promoting this third Saturday of the month, and instead, a lot of other things have been happening, and it's been so exciting. Guys, we're getting our front stairs redone. Juan and Gio are doing beautiful masonry work, and it is so great. We're so lucky, and it is so loud.
It is loud.
So it's a break today, which is great. And then the battle with the ants. We'll tell you later because maybe you have some ideas.
Some insight.
But it's okay. For an hour, we're going to take a little break, play some music with some nice people in the house. Johnny, you were first in the house, and welcome to you in LA. Glad to have you joining us. Adele in Halifax, welcome to you.
Mawsy Halifax. Ooh. That sounds how I feel.
Onomatopoetic.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Very Mawsy. And Julie and John in Massachusetts. And, Owl Whistler. That could be good. The Owl Whistler, like the welcome screen there. Yeah. Good. Saul, welcome. In Michigan. And Jocelyn in hot and sticky Pittsburgh. Hello. Joey, hello and welcome to you. Happy Saturday to you. Gilda, salut to you. And to Kerry in Florida. Welcome. And of course, you noticed the owl, sort of one of our spirit animals together, you and me, Kerry. Art in Vermont. Yay, you're joining us. Hot and dry in Putney. And sorry for a lot of flooding Vermont. Hope that folks are okay. Marco and Jeanette in Milano. Hello and welcome to you. Hello to Fel. Good morning to you in LA as well. Dermot, hey, in Sarasota. And Ted in Ottawa. Welcome to you. And I did look a bit like a chubby cat. The owl does look a little... The owl is back there, right? Can you see Jane the owl hidden back there behind the philodendron? Does look a little bit of like a... It could be anything you want it to be, really. Gradus in Amsterdam. Hi, and welcome to you. Friends, thanks for remembering and joining us today. You know, doing this only once a month. I'm afraid that no one will remember. Dermot, welcome to you, and you have the cat vote. I'm down. That's cool. Susan in New Jersey. Hey, glad to have you back with us. And Pat in Ohio. Nice to have you here. Ellen in Peaks Island playing the guitar with us today. Foggy Peaks Island. Tauno, hello to you, joining us from Taiwan, and glad to have you live with us. What an honor. I love it when folks in tough time zones brave the late night to be here. So you're very welcome. Steve in Scotland. Hi, and welcome to you. Welcome back. Hi, Elena in Southern California, and Susan in Maine. It was so great to see you at the Acadia Trad Week. Glad to have you back. Mary in Oregon. Hey, and I'm happy that you're playing on your back porch with the bees, and your bees humming through the lavender bush. What did we see yesterday in our backyard?
A hummingbird.
Hummingbirds.
Well, I didn't see it.
Hummingbirds. We've planted things for the hummingbirds, the butterflies, and the bees, and it's working. It's working. To Peter in San Diego, hi and welcome to you. To David and Wes in Frederick, Maryland, hi and welcome. Jenny, hi to you. Nice to have you joining us. And to Elizabeth, hello to you. And Elizabeth says hello to the people around the world. Hello indeed. So sweet. Lynn, glad to have you here on your birthday. Very, very happy birthday to you. And I'm sorry that you're grieving, and also glad that you can celebrate with us and be grateful for music and have some joy in that along with grieving. Yes, we can do different things at the same time. So our hearts are with you. And Dat, Gamun for joining us. Happy to have you joining us from California. And Spencer in Birmingham, UK. Wow, someone from Birmingham. That's wonderful. Wayne in the Peg. And from New Jersey, your first time live with us. Welcome to Fova. And welcome to Larry in Maryland. Exciting to have you playing on your new 8-keyed flute. I hope it's wonderful. Denise in Anchorage, hey, and good morning to you. And to Isabel in Montreal, hello, and in Quebec, welcome to you. Jaden in Holland, welcome back, my friend. All right, let's begin with some music. Let's begin with the Munster Jig. Do, Munster Jig in G. Want to give us the first bit? I mean, a heads up for the chordal players.
G. It's kind of GD, GCD in the beginning, more or less.
G, C, D. Good.
GCD.
Christmas dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Adele, I'm so glad that you're defining this for us. Mawsy, Mawsy does feel even more dull and heavy, onomatopoetic. Alex in China as well. Hey, welcome. And Karen, I'm so glad that you're here. So we're starting with the Munster Jig. 1, 2, here we go. Just a tiny bit closer to the mic, so let me know if that's too much or if that sorts it out. To Larry in Michigan, welcome. And Peter, you're hilarious. The Munster Jig is Uncle Fester's favorite tune. Alex, I'm so excited that you're joining us live as well. Alex is in China, and I'm really glad to hear that you and your partner are fine-tuning your flute design.
Amazing.
If you're part of the Facebook group, Alex has posted videos on pipes, really coming along on the pipes too, but also on flutes and whistles that he's been crafting, and they're pretty good. And the world definitely needs more, more accessibility and availability to good quality flutes that actual musicians make. There are a lot out there, but there can always be more. So we're excited you're getting into the game, Alex. And Mike, welcome. You're just on time. We're happy to have you here. Em, hi, and welcome to you. I'm so glad you enjoyed that tune to start. Good.
But can I address the elephant in the room?
The B part of that tune?
No.
Oh.
There's this like emoji button in the chat window now. Is that like a new thing that we have to contend with?
That's boring. That does not make good TV. But what makes good TV is talking about the B part of the Munster Jig.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
It's up for grabs. I believe that in harmony, you played G major, da-da-da, E minor, da-da-da. And what you played a couple times was different, and it was also beautiful.
Yeah.
It's all possible.
Yeah, I did, in harmony, I did G, E minor, and then C, and then D. But there's like,
which is just one option.
Yeah, there's like 700 other things. This is why when people are like, "What are the chords to that tune?" I'm always like, "Oh."
There's no such thing as the chords,
right.
But there are really nice progressions, and you offered a couple just then and there. So there goes the emojis. You're hilarious.
I see. Oh my God, there's like animation.
Very good. So we're going to continue with
reels.
2 reels. The first reel, the Sligo Maid. In A minor, into the Duke of Leinster.
I might get up and dance.
I like it. Ready? Dum doo 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 doo. 1, 2, here we go. Maybe a little slower.
A little slower, yeah. Sorry.
Jump, do, 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 do. 1, 2.
Nice taper as the air conditioning comes on. That's
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Hey, Jen. Thanks for joining us. And Peter, beginning of Duke of Leinster, similar to Sally Garden. Sally Garden's verses. So it's the second measure that is the same. Good ears. You were almost right. Yeah, but right? Versus.
Oh, yeah.
Good one. Woo! Good one.
Great. Now I'll get them confused all the time.
Well, after that,
they
there's
are
really
very
not
similar,
much similarity, except that they're both in G.
Yeah, they are in G.
Yes. So Elena does make a good point. Lilting along counts for playing too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, it's probably even better than playing along a lot of times because you're really, really right, Terrence?
I thought that's where you're heading.
Because you're really using your ear and really making sure that you know the tune versus like any hesitation or any technical garbage going on here. You know, sometimes can be a distraction. So in fact, even if you are able to play, sometimes lilting along, I think is great. Or just listening actively. Yes?
Yeah.
Katrina, welcome to you. So we're going to play some polkas. And before we do, we got to address the little tiny elephant in the room, which is the red ants.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a couple of cast iron pans that get used all the time.
We've used them for years and years and years and years
yeah.
and years. And they're probably 80 years old to begin with.
Who knows?
One of them came from Linda, whose mother used it.
Yeah.
So it's at least 80 years old.
Anyway, we keep them in a cabinet. And we noticed that
And for years, no incident.
Yeah. This summer, we take
This
it out.
week.
This week, yeah. We start cooking, and there are these tiny, tiny, tiny little ants all over it. And so first we thought, like, you know, maybe put it away dirty or whatever, so we cleaned them really well.
We're always seasoning them, so there's probably oil on them. So we cleaned them, scrubbed them with hot soapy water. These are such well-seasoned pans.
And we
thought
to ourselves, like, let's leave them out, not put them in the cabinet, which we did. And today there were ants on the counter,
all over.
So what the heck?
Like millions.
But on no other pan, and not even the lesser. We have a tiny little cast iron pan that doesn't get used a lot, and it had no ants. So what's the deal?
Any ideas would be great. But in the meantime...
And when I say tiny, they're like microscopic.
Right, so a bunch of them would make a little protein, probably not much.
Oh my God, yeah.
Lynn. Ew. Kerry Polka first into the Curragh races.
Which is like
in
the E minor version of the Kerry Polka.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Kerry Polka, F-A-B-A, F-A-B-A, Curragh, B-E-F-E, into We Won't Go Home Till Morning. All the Rain, says Ellen, my friend, who was also with us in Acadia Trad Week. And it was awesome to go running together, to go jumping in the ocean, the best. That would have taken care of the ants. Okay. So we all have to find the queen, probably, right? And ants hate mint. Okay, mint. I'll put some essential oil mint out. And also, can I just put some mint? We have mint in the garden. Can I just put mint out on like in a little jar? Okay, mint. Itty bitty spot like ants, like tiny, tiny, tiny. Yes, Elizabeth, that's it. And Joe, a trail of salt. Okay, salt and mint. Matthew, we got to start a list.
I feel like we have the makings for a cocktail. Salt rimmed glass, muddle some mint.
Okay.
And then what do you have? I don't know. It's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Polka time.
Okay. And here. Okay. So here are the tunes. Kerry Polka, Curragh races. We Won't Go Home Till Morning is the last one. Ooh, and lemon, salt, and mint. I love all those things, but we use all those things all the time in the pan too. Yeah. But we're going to try them actively. This is really good. And before we do, how sweet. Joey says that he'd like to acknowledge the wonderful video that Karen made for dear, dear Charlie Bird for her wonderful parrotlet, whom many of us got to know through this community, and who is making music somewhere else, looking down on us now and making music on a higher plane. So let's play some polkas for Karen and Charlie Bird. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. polkas, polkas, polkas. Woohoo, they're the best. And so is the hive mind, or the ant's nest mind in this case. Susan, we'd love to have your ant solution recipe if you would be so kind to share, either here or personally to me, however. And Vivian, glad to have you back, and a good reminder to give a shout out to Bob and to Jan on their way to Ireland right now as we are live streaming. So Bob, of course, has been making these beautiful instruments, mandolins and bouzoukis, and he's heading over to Ireland for a few weeks. Have a great, great time, and we're so excited that you are having a musical journey this summer. Woohoo! Hope it's just great. It's going to be great. Evelyn has a great idea. Ants in the room. Okay. Challenge accepted. I will try to write a tune called Ants in the Room. Have to be maybe a hornpipe as a follow-up to the three-legged elephant, maybe. And to Patrick in Halifax, thanks for joining us. And okay, Wes has ideas to use diatomaceous earth. Yeah, it is messy for inside, but yeah, it's like really, really sharp. It's almost like little glass. Ooh. And so like they, a lot of bugs, of course, have a hard time making it through. So if you want to protect your tomato plants outside, you can put diatomaceous earth around, Wow. That's a good idea, but maybe inside a bit messy. And Jim, aren't you glad that you came in while the talk was on ants? Hey to you in Newcastle, I'm glad that you're joining us tonight. Okay. Woohoo to our friend Baron Collins Hill. Yay! I'm glad it's sounding good to you. You're always sounding great when we get to tune into your live streams. Folks, if you don't already know about Mando Lessons, check out the live streams. They're really, really great.
Usually the hour before ours.
Right? Indeed. Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Baron, how are you doing them regularly still? Are you on summer schedule?
Yeah, let us know. Because we are on summer schedule, friends, the third Saturday of every month. And so excited that folks remembered today. Petter, hey, in Norway. Nice to have you joining us. Or maybe you're in Germany this summer. Can't remember. Good to have you here.
So excited that there's a big ant emoji, apparently.
That's amazing. Next to the elephant ants. Yeah. And Lynn, I'm so glad that this hour is good medicine. Let's keep the hits a-coming then. How about Gallagher's Frolics? Love that tune. Da-da-da-da-da-da. E minor, do-do-do-yum, do-do-do-da-dum. And then let's do the Mooncoin Jig, because that was the tune of the month this month. If you if you happened on the Mooncoin, it's a three-part jig in A. It's pretty handy though for the flutes because it's sort of A.
It's a mix.
It's a mix. It's got a lot of G naturals. All G naturals. It's a mix. Yeah. A mixolydian, meaning for all practical purposes that there's a C sharp and an F sharp, but no G sharp. All right, so.
But first.
Val, glad that you're psyched for the Mooncoin. Here we go. Gallagher's first. 1, 2, here we go. My head was not at all in it.
Were you reading the
I was reading the ant recipe.
Yeah, I know.
I was reading the ant recipe. I'm sorry, friends.
Read the ant recipe later.
Okay. Right. 1, 2. second time through the Mooncoin.
Yes.
The second B part.
Yes.
That's the progression.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
You
That
like
was
that one?
good. I was hoping you'd have a reprise. You kind of did the third time around, but you still did more. Again, there's no one way to back a tune. There's no one way to skin an ant, apparently.
Yeah.
So we're talking 1/2 cup sugar.
We are going to rain death in
1
the
and 1/2 tablespoons borax, and 1.5 cups water on a cotton ball. First, we have to have a cotton ball. Well, put it in like a rag or whatever. We'll find something.
Balls?
No. Why would we have cotton balls? I've never had
cotton balls.
So Petter, Off to Germany sounds like the name of a tune, of course. Doesn't it? Elephants in the room, and there's a lot of good tune names. Off to Germany is kind of like the name of a slide, I think. Clint, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you love the Mooncoin. It's a good tune. It's a good tune. Okay, Karen, you put boric acid in some jam, but that would be kind of a waste of the jam, you know? So Baron is busy this summer, yes, as we all are, but hopefully getting back to the regular live stream. So just keep checking out Mando Lessons. Good hang, good community there. Love that some of our peeps come to Baron's and some of Baron's peeps come to us. Very, very nice. Let's see. What do we got here? Make sure they're really ants for some reason, thinking there might have been spiders that we had. I don't think so. I think these are ants. But if they were spiders, yeah, maybe the spiders could eat the ants. The spiders are welcome. They're all really, the ants are not so welcome. I don't know. They're kind of a nuisance, really. So it's a goodie. What's going on there? That doesn't sound very encouraging.
That wasn't really what I was shooting for.
Shall we try the Jean Duval? So last time at our third Saturday of the month session, Kun Melanie had requested the Caucus reel. The Caucus in Caucus is what I always learn of it as. The Caucus in Caucus, in Secaucus, New Jersey.
That's right. I hear you.
Jean Duval wrote this tune. He's a flute player in Quebec, and it's a great one. And I really associate it with my friend Tina Leck. She always plays this tune. And we'll go into... Ooh, are we in tune with reality?
Yeah, we really are.
You are? Okay, so we're going to go into that one, into the Maid Behind the Bar. And when I'm playing a set of tunes, I try to keep in mind where I'm headed. So I'm keeping in mind F, A, A, B, F, as I'm playing the Caucus, which is in G, which starts like this. Like that. 1, 2, here we go. went for something else happened. That was a weird one. That was a weird variation, Heaton. Very, very weird. Sorry about that. You know, you got to try it all. Sometimes you throw it all against the wall, see what sticks. That's that did not stick. And yes, the Oslo Keel, named the Keel Hall. I'm vaguely remembering this. Petter, send it to me again, would you? Kindly. I would love to be reminded of this tune. And those poor little ants, they've either lost their home and they're coming searching for food in the wrong place because they're going to find some borax soon. Sorry guys, I'm just giving you a warning so you can just stay away. And I can see it. I can see the reminding, like Leinster pony kind of Mooncoin-ish. I got it. So Saul, where do you know this? You probably didn't. Mike Rafferty used to play it. Mike Rafferty used to play it. I'll bet you know it from Mike Rafferty. So, Matt, do you plan when to play guitar or bazooks? Not really.
Not.
Do you plan anything?
Do I plan anything? Not really. Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. Every now and then, like I might, if the set is if it's something where I wouldn't want to like put on a capo in the middle of it, then I'm more apt to pick up the bouzouki because I don't like to deal with the capo and little things.
That was a good story. Yeah, the fair-haired boy. And then Ken and Kyle a couple of weeks ago wanted to hear that's such a good tune. The Battering Ram for you, a little delayed here. And then into Hag at the Churn. So A minor, G 3-part reel, and Hag at the Churn, D.
D mixy.
Maid Behind the Bar is a real beauty, Jim, as is the Caucus. That is a gorgeous reel. Caucus, and speaking of form, it's kind of like A, B, B, C, C. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it's got kind of mini A part, right?
Yeah.
That's great, too.
Okay, so Fair-Haired Boy, Battering Ram in G, Hag at the Churn in D. Here we go. Dum, doo, doo, da, dum, dee, 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 dee. 1, 2.
That's one of those ones that like doesn't really end.
You could
just
keep
going.
It's so good. Okay, offertory time. Offertory time. Yes.
So friends, the offertory time, if you're joining us for the first time, and this is a novel thing, we do a virtual pass the hat. So if you would like to drop something in the virtual hat, there's a PayPal link and a Venmo link. And
we're grateful for your gifts, and also we're most grateful for your showing up, for your presence. Your presence is a present to all of us in this community for coming together and sharing these tunes and just a good laugh. So speaking of a good laugh, and also deadly serious, because community is really the most sustaining, deadly serious thing there is, I have written 2 tunes. One of them is called Abe Lincoln's Shoes. Abraham Lincoln, among many other initiatives during his tenure as President of the United States, gave funding to allow the state of California to purchase the land around Yosemite and the Mariposa Groves, paving the way for Frederick Law Olmsted to create the beautiful, beautiful Yosemite National Forest, which was our nation's first national park. And from that model, we copied that model here in Medford, Massachusetts, to create the very first metropolitan park system, the Middlesex Fells Reservation, which is right across the street from us. So walking in Abe Lincoln's shoes, Governor Maura Healey, perhaps you might consider even more robust funding for the Department of Conservation and Recreation to amply fund all of our state parks to make them as strong as they can be for now and for future humans, because right now Massachusetts funding for our national park systems is last in the country. We were the first in the country, first in the nation for this metropolitan park system, and we are now last in funding. So please, we invite you, Maura Healey, Governor Maura Healey, whom we support, and we're so grateful for your leadership, a standing invitation to come and visit Medford, Massachusetts sometime. We'll take you for a walk in the fells, and you can see what our joys and concerns are concerning the fells, and whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll want to walk a little bit more in Abe Lincoln's shoes after that. So the first tune is called Maura's Welcome to Medford. Please pardon my casual use of first name, but this is traditional music. And then we'll go into Abe Lincoln's shoes. Yeah. I did not do that very well. So here we go. Here is the B part of Maura's Welcome. love it, Peter. Those must have been dancing shoes. Indeed. So, Neil, I think that Yosemite was the first and Yellowstone behind. If somebody wants to Google those dates, I think that I should know that. But Yosemite was definitely among the first, but I think it was the very first. So, woohoo. Going to play some jigs?
Jigs. We're going to play some jigs.
We're going to try the Connaughtman's Rambles. We all know this one. A lot of us know this one. And if you don't, this is a really handy one to know. The Connaughtman's Rambles in D major, a jig, because many other people know it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a jig version of the silver spear in a way, or at least it has like elements that are similar.
It is. It is.
I mean, it's not like a straight one-to-one correspondence, but similar.
Speaking of putting well-known tunes on your to-do list, if anybody is ever nervous to start a tune in a session, if you choose a tune that's a common one and you say, hey, let's play this, let's play the Connaughtman's Rambles.
Oh, I know that.
You know that one? Yeah, but don't jump all over me. I would say, let's play that one, shall we? The one that goes, let's play that one together.
Okay.
And then we started together. It would be so comforting instead of me playing and like hoping people know it. Yeah, good. All right, Connaughtman's Rambles, and then we're going to try Apples in Winter, the 4-part, which is a request from last time. And Bev, I'm so excited that you are catching the end of us live here, and we'll see you in the replay. Happy to have you here. And Bruce, I'm so excited that you heard the Fruitful Fells part one. Part 2 is coming out on Tuesday, folks. My Irish Music Stories podcast.
Me, it drops on Tuesday. That's what we say now.
Yes.
Yeah, drops on Tuesday.
Sorry, my flute is in the way of your face.
Okay. It's okay.
1, 2, here we go. once a 2-part version. Totally forgot to play the 4-part. And then on the second and third times around, played the 4-part version. So we were warming up into it.
Yeah. It was to show it was to compare and contrast the
to show that we know that there's a 2-part version and 4.
Yeah, obviously, yes.
Hard time focusing during this hour. Delighted to be here with all of us. And I guess because it's just so warm and humid, maybe that's part of it.
That is part of it.
And, doing it once a month. Maybe our skills, like for reading the chat and focusing on music, are not quite as honed as they have been back in the day.
Possibly.
But anyway, it doesn't matter.
We also ran out of coffee.
We did. We ran out of coffee. We have like 3 strikes, and still delighted to be here. So thank you, folks, so much for joining us. Pat, I'm thrilled that your grandson Caleb is enjoying Irish music stories.
Fabulous.
That's just wonderful, and it's a podcast that tells the story, lots of different stories through an Irish music and dance lens. So if you don't already know about it, hope you'll tune in sometime. And Ken Shaw, I like this tune name, Drops Tuesday. I think that's a slip jig for sure. So very good. Friends, thanks very much for joining us. Sergio, nice to have you in here joining us from Patagonia. Wow. I hope it's beautiful there today. And friends, please join us again on the 3rd Saturday of August. We'll be back.
Which I believe is the 19th?
Please don't believe. If you know, tell them. And if you don't, please don't tell them.
All right.
It will be the 3rd Saturday of August. I think we're not on a big high track level here, or whatever the saying is.
Yeah.
So we're going to end with Planxty Irwin.
Did you say high track level?
I have no idea what I'm saying. We're going to end with Planxty Irwin, which Julie reminded me of recently. Such a sweet one. And before we go, dank je wel for joining us today. Gramahagat for putting up with our sometimes imperfections, always imperfections. Ta pelat, merci beaucoup. Trugare, arigato gozaimasu. Muchas gracias. Dziękuję, dankeschön, mille grazie for remembering that we are on the 3rd Saturday of the month. That's our schedule for the virtual guided session. Siete for joining us from different time zones. Mille grazie, did I thank in Italian? Dankeschön, chwala vam, mkoi, toda, tusen tak, kamsahamida, efcharisto, chwala vam, eskarik asko, tanyavad, kidos, natenda, shukran, mikwech, yudva, spasiba, ahehe, salamat, tarimakashi, Diolch for being so kind to one another. Kusanem for being so kind to the Heatons. Muito obrigada. Gam un for putting up with all of my bad pronunciation. Kop kun naka, kop zai leide. Thank you so much, friends. And we'll see you soon. But first, here we go. A lovely waltz in G. A lovely O'Carolyn tune in G. It's great in F or in E as well, so try it as well when we're done. One?
I'll just play it in G for now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1. Should we try that again? Should we try it again?
If you like.
I don't know what's going on out there. Are they back for the working on the front stairs just in time? 1, 2, 3, 1. Thanks a lot,
everyone.
friends. Be so well. Hope to see you next month.